He good. He got to get perfect audio, man. No rush, man. There ain't no rush.
Jefferson after the game.
Yeah.
This is his team now. He's going to be a star in this league. I think when you start sounding back, I mean, you just kind of earn that respect already from the league.
Well, no, Jefferson, he's a great player, of course, and he bring that energy in the game, and I respect him, of course, going into the game and even after the game and everything. That he's the competitor he is, and I was just excited, to have that experience to be able to play against him. One of the best.
Kevin officially announced that you're get to start the obviously, you talk about how you think of this opportunity. This is now like a real consider like doing that.
Yeah, that's a long, deep thought. Like, that's not in my focus. My focus right now is the team we're playing ahead, the Bears. So anything past that, I'm not really focused on, honestly. I'm thankful for it, but I'm not content, with my situation, with everything, and with leading this team. I think when you're approaching any week, I don't think the intent is to ever throw an interception. So I don't think that statistic, lets you know that they're good. They're a good team, but I think when you approach each and every week, I think that the defenders are capable of catching an interception. Yeah, definitely. He's definitely a vet. We spoke about him here, and he's obviously a great player. Been around the league for a minute, so I have definitely a lot of respect for him.
Before you even got here, you talked about wanting to work on your footwork is one of the areas of your game. Coming into the league, your coaches have kind of praised you these past few weeks for showing improvement in that regard. What does that look like for you in terms of working on that, adjusting some things out there on the field, and how comfortable do you feel after three starts?
I would say I feel the same. I feel the same since I first got here. It's definitely you mentally, it's ups and downs, it's different things, but I'll say consistently the same. I tend to stay and feel the same. In college now, I think footwork and I think all that ties into a lot. That ties into trust. That ties into knowing where you guys are going to be. That ties into everything. So that's where you see the improvement because that we had that leap of faith, this past week, with knowing that the receiver's going to be in the right places, looking everybody in the eyes saying, I'm going to be there, I got you, building that foundation, building that trust. So when everything, like when I trust, then you get the best out of me. You get what I'm saying? It's hard for me as a player to not trust things and play my best. So I'm just thankful that we built those relationships that quickly within the receiver room and within the team and within the O-line and everything. But we're not content. God did.
How do you decide when it's time to
how I decide when? I would say like whenever the play's over. Sometimes you get in situations where you gotta understand the play over, and I'm improving in that. I had a little slip up last week for sure when knowing the play's over, but like I don't know. In those situations, sometimes it's just like I want to win so bad. I want to make something happen whenever we're stagnant and stuff like that. So just learning, like from the week before when I took a sack that got us out of field goal position. I learned from that, and I was like, okay, know where we are on the field, understanding like, okay, I tried my first thing, it don't work, get it out, like so then I won't negatively affect the team.
I know you played 2 years at Colorado. What do you think about minus 15 wind chill in Chicago expected for Sunday?
Honestly, I'm focused on these plays right now. Whenever that happens, that happens. I don't. One thing you don't want to be is mentally defeated before you get there. Whatever comes with, however it feels out there, just comes with it. We can prepare the best we can and do everything we can to bundle up. I know you see the 2 sleeves I'm wearing now, so we definitely had to change the style a little bit to make sure I stay warm.
Because of your playing ability, especially on the platform, how hard has it been for you to, like you mentioned before, kind of break those habits and like survive the next down?
Not hard. Not hard. It just took a little explaining. That's it. It was a negative thing to happen for me to just slow down, But it's. I look at everything and I understand. Okay, this is what I was trying to do in this, in this situation. This is what you should do. And sometimes it go your way, then they'll be like, that was lit. And sometimes it don't. So like you gotta limit those that wasn't the best risk, in certain situations, certain times of the game.
You said your dad was going to get mad at you for that pick.
Yeah.
Did he? And what kind of advice did he give you?
Well, you got like during the game and everything, I always hear his voice, like in my ear. I'm like in certain situations, certain everything. Like in a lot of situations, and I know his expectation for me. His expectation for me is the highest than anybody is, So that's where playing for him my whole life made it easier to come and play anywhere else because his expectation, what he has done for himself, even being a player where he understands quarterbacks and everything. So, yeah, he definitely, is hard and definitely hard on me. Definitely tell me, get completions. Definitely tell me things like a recap of things, that I need to do better.
Shedeuar, the touchdown you ran in towards the end there when the guy rips your sleeve, I guess, like what's going through your mind in that moment? How you managed to stay up and everything?
I would say went through the reads. It wasn't there. And just try to make something happen. When we get in the red zone, when we get in that score zone, it's a different mental shape you in. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to do everything because the best, absolute worst thing, for us that could happen is to kick a field goal. For the best thing for us is to score every time. So when we get in that red zone, it's definitely something we want to be able to put up points on the board and help our defense and help Miles get that sack record.
You traveled
We're gonna
with
take a couple more.
We saw you have a little bit of banter with Jeffrey Simmons after your touchdown, the wrist up goal. How much do you thrive off that banter in the game, that gamesmanship of just like going after the opponent?
Nah, like you gotta understand that's my character. I'm not one to do that off rip. Like I don't do that. I'm not a person that ever try to put someone down, try to ever like stunt flex on somebody because like it's no purpose. It don't really help anything. But I only do that when it was like initiated. You get what I'm saying? And he's supposed to do that. Like he's supposed to do that. To the crowd, everything before we even scored and everything. So it's just fun. It's just fun. I don't take anything personal. I know they don't because it's the heat of battle and it's a respect thing on both sides. So that's just in the game. I don't really look too deep in it. But if I'm initiated to do it, then it kind of like you leave me no choice.
Okay, we're gonna have Tony, Scott, and Mary Kay, and then we done.
Of all your past receivers, you seem to have connected with Fannin the most. Why is that?
He's just in the read. He's open. I don't think. I think you got to know everybody's skill set, know what they do well, and part of that is still positioning and having everybody fit your eye. Like it's a couple passes to Harold I was a little later on. He still caught it. He was still able to make a play, and as time goes on, we'll be able to build that trust, build that chemistry, we'll be able to play at the same speed, to play like with all the guys. So it's kind of like matchups, reads, what the defense is doing. Like that's who I tend to want to throw the ball to. Whoever the defense isn't really covering like that, it's not really just my favorite guy. Let me just throw it to him.
Hey, I saw the video of you talking to Cam Ward after the game, and he said something about what you're doing in the offseason. You said that's not your focus right now. Is that because your focus is these Final Four games, and how important then to you are these Final Four?
Motherfucker, this is my life here, you know. So we on two different spectrums right now. You know, I gotta focus on playing my best and being the best player I can for the team, and obviously the situations are different. So I know he puts his all into these games and these Final Four games, but it's just a little bit different, you know, because you don't know what could happen, you know. So I just go in here, enjoy my day, you know, work hard, do everything I can, and if I'm here, I'm here. If I'm not, I'm not. Like, it's nothing in my control, so I try to control what I can control. That's going out there, making the right reads, going out there, doing the right things, being the person I am, and things will fall how they're supposed to.
Shedeuar, Ethan is out for the rest of the season, of course,
Yeah.
with these Achilles. The first part of the question is just how, I'm sure how disappointed you about that, how much of a help was he to you, and then how much chemistry do you already have with Luke, and you guys having worked together?
Yeah, Luke definitely a hungry dog, so we gotta get that back connection going. But Ethan, it definitely hurt that he was out. Because the responsibility he took, you know, in helping everybody whenever I was able to come in and have that different level of comfort, you know. So I truthfully hope I can play with him next year, and I hope he's around next year. You know, I really do. But I'm gonna make sure I'm around too next year. But Luke definitely ready to step up and do what he got to do. You know, so I'm thankful that we do have that hungry dog connection, that we able to get out there and get out there and feel back to normal. You know, like we are in the practice field. But yeah, Poe, yeah, that hurt. That one for sure hurt, because he's definitely cool, down to earth guy. Always get here early. Always man about his business, and it's just unfortunate that happened to him. Appreciate y'all.
All right, we got Denzel Ward still coming on. We got Jeudy. I definitely want to hear what he has to say. I'm Randy Prentice, the host of Premier Sports Talk. Hopefully they don't take a long time, so you don't got to hear my voice a lot. I love to hear Mr. ShedeurSanders speak. He's truthful. He's honest. And there we go. Let's listen. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up to help this video feed get pushed out, and drop your comments. The more people that activity on the page, the more the YouTube algorithm will push it out to people.
It's kind of an escape artist
Yeah.
season, so what have you guys been seeing?
Yeah, I think just like you said, an escape artist, like a magician back there, just plays never over, kind of similar to Lamar Jackson, able to escape the pocket very well, and still keeping his eyes downfield and able to make a great throw down the field on the run and on the move. And he's looking good, looking like a good player for those guys.
The calf. First off, how's it feel? And how much of a concern is it when you look at the temperatures expected in Chicago? How much does that sort of play into in your mindset and what you have to do to not let that exacerbate the injury?
Yeah. Trying to get it together. You know, might need Mary Kay's calf for this week. You know, they might need a broad calf this week, but I'll be all right. You know, just trying to rehab it and get it as strong as possible. And yeah.
And how mind-boggling must it be to consider that they have 18 interceptions? Can you imagine? I mean, isn't that number just so bizarre?
Yeah, it's very crazy, very crazy. I wish we had 18 interceptions, but yeah, those guys have been doing a great job of taking the ball away, obviously, and that's helped you win football games, and that's showing that they got a good record and helping their team out. That helps offense, special teams, everybody. So they're definitely ball hawks over there, and yeah, they do good. They do good with that.
So how important is it to you? I know it could be out of your control, but to play as many games as possible, right? I mean, I know the off season you devoted to being here every day. does it mean a lot to you to play if you were able to play on
Yeah.
17?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, this is a game I love. You know, I'm a leader for this football team, and I just always want to be out there with my guys. You know, by any means necessary. So I'm always fighting to get on the field, stay on the field, and I know I could bring to this game, and when I'm out there. So yeah, it's always a fight.
With the guys who extend the play, like Caleb, they force you guys to cover longer, and sometimes the guys also get played under the night. How does that, their ability to extend plays, how does that also increase the chances for you guys to maybe get your hands on the ball?
Yeah, definitely gives us chances as well, extending the play, because the play kind of breaks down. They're kind of just running anywhere, so you kind of be able to bait a couple things and go run and jump in and make some plays. So that's definitely an exciting part about guys that extend plays. You may get extra opportunities at the ball.
Denzel, how just uncharacteristic was the run defense on Sunday, and what did you see on film when you could watch that back?
Yeah, those guys did a great job of executing their game plan, and was able to get ahead of us on the run game, and we just got to do a better job and executing what we're doing, finishing our plays, and being in the right spot and making the finish and making the tackle. I know on that one big one, I got to find a way to get them down. Yeah.
And then just with the Bears having the number 2 rushing offense right now, is this a chance to kind of right the ship with that?
Oh yeah, so we definitely can't let it carry over another week. So we got to find a way to eliminate the run game. You know, they're going to try to come out and run the ball. Like I said, they got a good run team, and yeah, it's going to be our job to stop that, everybody.
What's Jim Schwartz like after you guys have a performance like that in the run game? Is he a little extra grumpy this week?
Oh yeah. Definitely walk in there on your tippy toes and peeking around the corner, see if he's in there. But no, he just got high expectations for us, and that's understandable. And we just gotta come out and execute and show up and not allow that. You know, we can't give up as many yards as we did, and but we gotta be better.
Whether it was his time as coordinator with the Lions or now as head coach and play caller with the Bears, what stands out about a Ben Johnson kind of offensive system?
What stands out from it? I'm not sure why I'll say what stands out about it, but I mean, they got a great offense. Like I said, they got a great record. They all seem like they're all on the same page. Quarterbacks, offense, and the coach. And just much respect to him and those guys, getting his guys going.
Do you have to be worried about trick plays? You know, in Detroit, there and a ton of them.
Yeah, I won't say worry about it, but you definitely got to just execute your assignment and keep your eyes true. And that's how you kind of eliminate the trick plays. But you can't just go in just looking for a trick play every single possession, every single play. But just executing your assignment should take you there.
Denzel, as Miles has gone to try to get this sack record, Kevin and Jim have both highlighted the thing that they like the most about Miles is how he plays the run. Just how much pride do you take in being part of trying to make plays in the run game, especially knowing teams aren't really throwing your way, so there's maybe not as many opportunities there. How much pride do you take in sort of sticking your nose into some of those run plays and trying to be part of stuff?
Yeah, a lot of pride. I mean, Coach Schwartz, he tells us all the time, like, we need our corners to come up and tackle and be involved in the run game. You know, we're not here just to cover as well. And that's another way, like I said, they're not throwing them my way as much to get into plays and, you know, be physical and help get momentum and change the game, you know, help our D-line and everybody get the ball runner down. But, yeah, I enjoy being in the run game and making tackles and, you know, bringing energy to this team. So that's something I like to take pride in my game as well.
Good.
All right, thank you, guys.
Okay, we still got Jeudy here. I'm looking forward to hearing from Jeudy. I love seeing them connect. Finally in the game. You know, gave each other that little hug, embracement, kneel down on their knees in the end zone. So I'm truly looking forward to that. Hey, King, I'm about to send you a text. So hopefully Jeudy gets up here quickly. Man, but y'all got tore up in the run last week. The defense gave up 180 yards rushing.
Good. Touchdown a bunch of different times. Just what kind of a great throw was that, first of all, from Shedeuar, and obviously a great play by you too.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great throw. He anticipated the window, you know, threw an accurate pass and hit me on the run, you know, and I did the rest.
It looked like after your celebration, kind of put your hands over your ears and your elbows. Does that mean anything, like blocking out the noise or something?
No, it was just a celebration.
How about the silver song?
No, it was just something I thought of at the moment.
Hey, Jerry, the weather's supposed to be pretty bad in Chicago. Is it the footing or the temperature, the wind? What is the worst part about playing in cold and nasty?
I'll probably say the win.
Jerry, Kevin announced this week that Shedeuar will be starting for the rest of the season. Just how valuable is that for you in your position as a receiver to know that position stabilized for the rest of the season? You can just kind of focus on pressure with one guy.
Yeah, it's good just to have one guy you could, create that chemistry with. Shedeuar gonna finish out the season, so it's a good time to just build and consistently learn and build together.
It seems like it's coming up that very quickly, seeing things, the game is slowing down for him, week by week. Are you seeing anything?
Yeah. I mean, week by week, he consistently growing, and consistently doing his thing, so kudos to him.
One of the things he said he was improving on is knowing when to throw the ball with if something's not there. I know it's not exciting, but how can throwaways be good for an offense?
It could help with like field management. You don't want to be behind the sticks too much on the drive. So sometimes throwaways are good. It depends on down the distance and what you try to do.
Jerry, what have you seen out of Harold all year long? It seems like he's been productive kind of week in, week out.
Yeah, Harold, a very smart tight end that know how to create separation, get open, and also good in the run game. So he a tight end that know how to do it all. He's a rookie, but he don't really seem like a rookie by the way he understands the game and plays.
They lead the league with 18 wins, so as you head into this game, what can you do as a receiver to work extra hard no matter what can you do to avoid that?
Just by protecting the ball, once you have it in your hand, and just giving your quarterback a good read to throw, and doing your part by taking care of the ball. Thank you.
All right, there we go. Got that from Jerry, Jeudy, Denzel Ward, ShedeurSanders. I'm looking forward to watching this game. My Pittsburgh Steelers don't play till Monday night football against the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins has turned their season around ever since they got tore up by these Cleveland Browns. I believe they won every game since then. They're in the hunt trying to make a playoff run. Unfortunately, the Browns are out the playoffs. The Bengals are out the playoffs. The total of 8 teams, 4 in the NFC and 4 in the AFC that are knocked out the playoffs. So it is what it is. Shedeur know that these games still matter. He told us he doesn't know if he's even going to be back next year. He's keeping it real. So I wish the best for not only Mr. Sanders, but the rest of the Cleveland Browns players. I want to see Mr. Myles Garrett get that sack record. So I don't want to see anybody else get hurt. Across the league, there has been many players lost in this part of the season with Achilles injury. So I truly don't want to see anybody else get hurt. That's a terrible injury to have because it can be career ending. Hey, I'm the host of Premier Sports Talk, Randy Prentice. If you like the content feed that just dropped, do the channel a favor. Hit that thumbs up. It doesn't cost a thing. It's free. Drop your comments whenever you may watch it. They can be good, bad, or indifferent. I read them all, and I like to put some type of comment and reply back to it. Currently have 3,500 subscribers. Thank you all for blessing the channel and becoming a part of Premier Sports Talk, reserving your seat at the Premier table. All right, I got to dig in where I can get in and see if we got any more hot content currently in the world of sports. Y'all have a blessed day, and most importantly, somewhere along the way, be a blessing to somebody else. Thank you again for blessing Premier Sports.